Yes. Så er jeg klar. Welcome. I'm ready to give you 40 minutes of awesome, amazing, sweaty workout. So it will be strength training and it will be interval training. And now at the live, I just forgot that I didn't take my program out. So when you get ready, maybe you do a little bit of jumping jacks or whatever, I'll find my program. Sorry, that was just a lot of things going on before before we went on today. So now I've got my program. All right. So strength training, interval training, and after that, yoga. Yay. I really love that combination. My name is Ria, and you are joining the CrossYoga channel, YouTube channel. And I hope that you enjoy this and get moving, just walking from side to side. We did a little bit more lightning. I don't know if you can see it, but we did. And I need to push play on my playlist. So please do some movements. Make yourself work out. That's why hopefully you joined me. Yeah. Like this. So just a little bit of warming up. I know sometimes it's boring. You just want to skip it, but it is important. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Jumping jacks up and down. We need some weights today. So get your bottles, get your strength gear, whatever you have available. 2, 1 for each hand would be preference. So see if you can find that. Right. As always, give me a comment or something if sound or music or anything is too low or too high. All right. Squatting, feet out, navel in, sit down, and up. So glutes come back, straight spine. And of course, you use your glutes, your behinds here, pelvic floor. Squeeze it together as you raise up. When you sit down, toes or knees aligned or knees a little bit behind. You can move your knees a little bit further than the toes, but not like this. That's too much. One more time. Excellent. Do some wrist movements. Yeah. And some walking lunges in the sense that you just push your leg back and up again. Now to get more involved in our shoulders, maybe you want to lift up. Get your shoulders engaged in what we're doing. So how are you this morning? Good, I hope. I can feel my knees today. I was biking for, 1.5 hours yesterday. And when you get to a certain age, you can feel that in your bones. That's just how it works. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, do your wrists again. Walk out plank. Just keep your plank, hold it for a few seconds, and then walk your hands back. So I do it with my side. Straight legs as much as you can. Hands down. Walk your hands to the front end. Hands and shoulder aligned. Come onto your knees if you need to. Navel in. And then walk your hands back. And that's it. Now you might need a mat for this. All right. Stay. And walk back. So this is a little bit of a warm-up part, but still going. So please walk out. Continue walking out. As I close the door. Move it. Go forth and back. Up. Navel in. No, nothing like this sacking in your back. And then one last walking trip. Okay. I think we are good. I'm trying to narrow down our warm-up. So we have 3 exercises. First one will be squats. So get your weight, maybe your bar, maybe just a weight in your hand, and go heavy, people. If you have the option of going heavy. And some of you know I have my bar and I love it. So Feet's a little bit wider than the hips. That's always my recommendation. Feet's a little bit out, and then sit down. And lift. Not too fast. So this is strength. Our interval cardio workout. Coming. So engage your core as you sit down. Squats, of course, legs. Strength for quads and hamstrings and glutes. But you get a lot of core exercise as well if you want to. Yeah, if you really engage your core as you sit down. So if you're really, really faster than I am, slow down. And go low instead of going fast. I would say glutes to knee distance or knee height. Let's do 4 more. Come on. This is so good for you. If you feel any pain at any time in your knees, in your hips, stop moving, take a break, then continue and see what's going on. Excellent. Now, next exercise, shoulder press, shoulder lifts. Yeah, I'm not that used to really cueing in strength training in English, but something with the weights or just the hands above your head. Lift and go down. Now make sure your spine is straight. No leaning back, please. You take your bar or your weights in front of you. Lift your weights above the head and just move your hands. You can have your palms together or facing to the front, whatever. But try not to go as low here, so you relax. We don't want to go like this here. Keep attention in your arms, shoulders. If you happen to have a bar as I have here, I would go wider on my bar than my shoulders. Elbows in front of me. Trying to keep my bar straight. Horizontal. Come on, 4. Breathe. 3. And 2. I hope you feel this now. 1. Last one. Beautiful. Okay, before we go into some sort of repetition of this, we're gonna do a little bit of invisible skipping. So take your skipping rope, lift your knees, and skip like you never skipped before. Come on, knees up. Now this is too hard on your knees, just go like this. Slow skipping, I know it doesn't work like that, but that's better than nothing. So skipping as fast and as powerful as you can. Please don't fall on your equipment. Wouldn't recommend that. Skipping back. What is this? This is cardio. Come on. 10 seconds. 3, 2, lift those knees. 1, break. Yeah. Okay. We have done squats. We have done lifts, push up over our head. Now it's time to do those 2 together. So you take your weight or your hands, elbows underneath. Get some distance in between your feet, toes out. Sit down. When you're here, lift your hands. Still breathing, still living, still smiling. Come on. You can do this. You can go low. Squeeze your pelvic floor when you're here. Keep moving. My music disappeared, and I don't want music to disappear. Okay. The heavier you go, the more out of breath you will be. Come on. Again, trying to even out hands. Lift. Both right and left arm. Even. The more tired you get, the harder it is to keep your nice poses. Keep your strength even. Last two. Come on. This is Friday morning and we are working out. Excellent. Put your weight down and get moving. If you can hear the music, it may be like this, you want to move. So please go ahead and do your best twist if you prefer. Go, lift, jump, skipping, maybe just walking it out. Whatever. Okay. Let me give you an advice. Move. It doesn't have to be exactly what I do. Just move. Have fun. This is what I encourage you to do. Have fun as you work out. Because then you will return and think of workout as something fun. And you want to do it again. 3, 2, and 1. Double jump. Beautiful. Now, getting into our backs. Take again your weight. Maybe I want to show it with those. So show this. If you have some sort of not weight bar, you lean forward, small bend your knee, elbows up and then a little bit behind you and down. Left and down. And you just do this, not too fast. Lift. Now, I have been instructing and training for something like 10 years. Yesterday, or some other day, when I saw this, when I did this, you continue, I just take my bar. I saw that I was uneven on my left and my right side. I was like, what? So I am trying to do my best with left and right arm. Navel in. Not going down too fast. Resistance training. 4, 3, you feel it behind your shoulders, I hope. 2, and 1. Put your weights down. Again, going for 2 exercises and then putting them together. Balance. Take your right leg behind you. Move your hands out to the side. Try to keep your balance. Come into your standing pose again. I would call this a dynamic warrior 3. Try to see if you can get your foot out, your whole body in a horizontal line. Airplane arms. Still moving with your right leg up and behind you. Watch the ground as you move. Whew. Come on. I know you can do this 2 more times. And I hope you feel it in your left leg. Balance, always a challenge. I mean, I'm a yoga instructor and my balance is still something I'm working hard on. Left leg. Exactly the same, just opposite side. Breathe and move. I think actually one of the things that I really love and loved at the beginning about yoga, besides the calm feelings you get, is the balance poses. Because I'm not good at it, I like to work with it, and I hope you have that as well. Things you're not good at, throw yourself into it, learn from it, become better. You will probably not be world champion, I know I won't, in my balance, but it's just nice to know you get better. 2 more times and you will, I promise you, unless you injure yourself. That can happen too. Great. Okay, so a little bit of cardio exercise again. Take your left leg behind you, touch the floor, jump to your right, down. So this is our cardio right now before we move those 2 exercises together. And you have to bend your knees to make this work. So go down, and if this is too hard, don't go as low. Move yourself from side to side like this. And if you're not used to exercising, that will be enough. Okay, no worries. I have to tell you, besides biking a whole lot yesterday, I was out on a date night with my husband. Yay. And I ate a lot on a vegan restaurant. So I have been kind of, whoa, how is that going to affect my training today? Bloated. But I'm doing okay. 3, 2, and 1. Catch your breath, maybe a sip of water. Then if you have a weight, not bar, but weight for each hand, that's what you're going to use now. Okay, grab your weights or nothing at all. Still good. Are you ready? Starting with your right leg behind you. Shoulder blades back, straight spine. Move forward with your weights or your hands. Take your arms out, roll, and come up again. And that's it. Putting those 2 exercises together. Only doing your best. Look at the ground. Look at some sort of, I don't know, something on the ground that's not moving. That will help you. If you have a perfect balance, straighten out your legs a little bit more. Close your eyes if you have a perfect balance. Still moving. Right leg forward and back. Just 2 more. Man, I feel it in the arch of my foot. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Opposite direction. Look down. Catch your breath. And then move. Hips closed. Now, if you're kind of used to doing this without weight, and then you put weights in your hand, your body's not used to it. And that's why it's hard. Because the weights in your hands throws out your kind of regular balance system. Your body knows what it's used to, but now you have like something in your hands. And it's like, wow, what's going on? Wait a minute. I need something else to make me work. Come on. I hope you feel like you don't arch your back. So you lean forward. That's really important. 2 more times and go. Come on, squeeze your shoulder blades, push them together, elbows out. Wow. Again, doesn't have to be pretty. One last time. Breathe. And I know this looks so easy, but it's not. It's not. Let's do that. Move again. Arms up. Jump from side to side. As I said before, showed you before. Easier versions. Don't go as low. Just walk from side to side. Try again to get your kneecap behind your toes as you move from side to side. Excellent. Excellent. You are working out so good today. Just a little bit more. A little bit more. 3, 2, and 1. I need my water again. I think there was a lot of salt in my meal yesterday. Okay. Catch your breath. One last round of things we need to do. Take your mat, reversed tabletop or reversed plank of your choice. So, reverse tabletop, feet on the ground, hands behind you, fingers pointing toward your toes, shoulders away, lift up. So stay here, please don't go there. Lift up. Shoulders away from your ears. Try to, again, moving your shoulder blades together behind you, knee and ankle above each other. And if you're up for it, this is a more advanced pose. Go for your reversed plank. Not kind of extending your knees. Come on, glutes together, quads, front thighs. Oh yeah. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ding. On your belly, your stomach, diagonal lifts. Please someone send me a message so I can learn how to say that right. Left hand, right foot. Lift and down, opposite direction, up or opposite side. Forehead on the ground when you're there. And I know the microphone is a bit high, so thumbs up. Flex your foot. Straighten out your leg. And of course, most important, 2 things actually. Breathe, number 1. Lift high, number 2. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Maybe you want to go on all fours, like regular all fours, and stretch your back. Amazing. Do we want to do a cardio? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Get out. And actually, I have to move this a little bit to the side. So, our cardio will be jump lunges. So go down, jump to the other side, maybe bouncing in between. I'll show you the easier version in just a minute. Now, if this is too much, do as we did in the warming up. Just walk your feet back, one at a time, of course. Maybe not going as low, but maybe going fast. Either way, you do the best you can at the moment you are right now. Toes and knees, of course, directly the same way, always when we do stuff like this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. That was short. That was short and sweet because I know what's coming up. No, this is not too bad. This is not too bad. Get your reverse tabletop one more time. Mixing those two exercises together. Hip up. Again, option of just staying here. Keep this here. But if you can, kind of like this. I want to lift my butt up really tall, but it's hard. It's a lot of balance. Left hand to right toe. Again, I know this is hard, but you do what you can with what you have. 8, 7, up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Awesome. Now that we're down here, let's just get one ab exercise. I hope you're out of breath, and I hope you can still hear my voice. Lift up your head, shoulders away, and then move from side to side. Either reach for your heels, or if you feel that tension in your neck, take your hands behind your head, elbows out, and just move from side to side. Come on, lift up high, lift out wide. We're not done yet. Let me count down 8, 7, navel in, flat, tension. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Whenever you're done with an exercise, you might want to just shake a little bit out any tension you feel. Now, 2 exercises that we want to switch, mixing it up. 30 seconds of each. And I have my timer on, as you maybe know already if you've been following my training. So 30 seconds. The first exercise will be lunging back and then do that donkey kick, I call it. Take your right leg behind you, move your knee down, and kick up. If it's too hard, don't go low. Maybe just take your knee towards to the front instead. If you have back issues, okay, instead of ting that one up. 30 seconds. You hear a sound, immediately going to the next exercise. I will show you before the end of our first time. Go. Right leg behind you. Kick up. Go down. And here, you are welcome to go fast. Woo! As this is our interval training part, we don't have a lot of breaks. Now, in 5 seconds, you are going to hear a sound and you're going to lift your knees. You continue doing your lunge with your donkey kick. But here you go. Knees up as high as your hips. Move your arms. And what are we going to do when we hear that again? We're going to go back to our lunges with our donkey kick. This time, left leg. Knees up, 5 seconds. Go, go. Left leg behind you. Lunge, kick. Yep. Knee all the way down. 30 seconds, going fast. Hip, remember, hip width apart. Remember, take your knees to the front. If 3 seconds, high knee, high knee. Yeah, amazing. Go, go, go. Come on. Lift those knees. You can take your two around. Next 30 seconds is our time of rest, not standing still. Come on, 5 seconds, knees up, faster. Okay, you go like this, 30 seconds. Moving. Still moving. Watch the screen. What you're gonna do when you hear the sound, push-ups. Hands wider than the shoulders. Shoulders, back, elbows a little bit behind you on your knees or your toes. Get ready, down your hands. 30 seconds. Go. Perfect music for a perfect exercise. Again, this is too hard. Go on your elbows. Hold your plank. Go on your knees. 10 seconds. Go on. We do skipping. Again. Skipping. 30 seconds of skipping. Go. Because you move your hands now, you don't need to move your legs as high, but please do if you have you have it in you today. Go. When you hear the sound again, 30 seconds of push-ups. Are you ready? 3, 2, push-ups. Here we go. Here we go. Whew. And now is the time for you to smile. Come on. Try just 1 or 2 on your toes. 10 seconds. Don't give up. Don't give up. I hope you heard that. Boy, my arms are tired. Come on. But I'm fighting here right beside you. We are close to done. Close to done. Come on, skipping. Knees up, hands out. Next 30 seconds, moving, resting, like this. Catch your breath. And I promise you, ab exercises coming up, so stay here. Next one. Don't start before the timer. Foot out, left foot to right side, hand up. This. Here you go. Again, shorter distance. Don't jump. Just hold some sort of a plank. We will not repeating this. So go. You can do it. 5 seconds. You are amazing. I hope you know that. No more until you need to catch your breath. A little bit of water, not too much. It's not comfortable when we do ab exercises. Okay. you get a little bit of weight in your hands. Get your mat out. Now I know that you could do this faster, but I just want you, and to be honest, myself included, to catch our breath just a little bit. So I only have 125 kilo here in each hand, so it's not a lot, but it will do the trick. Bend your knees, elbows by your side. Come up, just sitting position. Push your hands out with or without weight. 4 times, 2 to each side. Round back on your spine. Come up again. Lean back. One more time. Then I'll show you another option. If this is not working out for you, you can do your bicycle. Like this is easier on your back if you have back issues, or if your abs are just not that strong after pregnancy or something else. Kick out. Move from side to side. And I'd rather you go pretty deep, lean back, rather than going too fast when you kick out your hands to the side. Amazing. Come on. Maybe the last 2 times you start on the opposite direction. Hands aligned with your shoulders. Beautiful. Okay. Don't put your weight on your head or your hair. Take your left leg out to the side, right hand above your head. And then come up to seated pose and down. If you can see, my toes are pointing out. My foot is pointing out. So I'm working actually my inner thighs and my abs. Again, use your weight for more advanced. Same side. Easier. Don't go as high. Just stay here, down on your belly if you want easier option. But if not, tuck your chin a little bit to your chest. Remember, feet out. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Shifting. Other side. Foot out. Moving your shoulders to the side. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, go. Come on, come on, come on. Amazing. Fight for it. Fight for it. Come on. Let's do 5. Still foot out to the side. I know I'd want to go into a regular place. Last 3, 2, up with your leg. Come on. Push. 1. Sorry. As we often do, cross your leg above your head. Maybe take a hold of the ground. Lift your hip and then move your hip, twisting it from side to side. Take a little bit of weight in between your knees if you can. And if you're used to exercising. Come on, lift. You can do an easy version of this. I mean, I could do this for 2 minutes if I'm down here and just doing this. But you have to push yourself. Lift. I mean, not feet above your head, but lift your legs above just a few millimeters or inches. Twist, twist. 8, 6, 4. Come on. 2 ouch, one, ouch, my abs. Feel your lower abs, right? I hope you do. If you have a yoga mat, fold it for your elbows and get into your best plank. Palms on the ground in front of you. Okay, navel in. I hope you can feel this. This will be the last exercise. We are going to do circles. So lift your hip just a tiny bit. Move your hip to the side. Lower it down again just a tiny bit to the opposite side. And then do full and slow circle. Ouch. Come on. If you feel this is easy, I would go to the length of saying you're not really squeezing your abs enough. Do 1 or 2 circles the opposite direction. Let's say that we're done. Amazing, beautifully done. I'm sure you worked out as good as you can. I know I did. So I'm hoping that you're proud of yourself. Please stay for CrossYoga Flow. It will be the kind of dancing yoga style, if you can say so. Now, if at some point, not of course you'll stay on with yoga, I know you will. But we're gonna close the screen. Please push like, push subscribe if you haven't done that yet. Make a comment, anything that make this channel just go up higher on each search for people around Europe. That is such a blessing if you want to do that. Now, if you're just waiting a few minutes, maybe you want to lift up here, do your cobra, do another leg exercise until I get the room ready for our cross yoga. Wow, what a workout. Monday, 9 a.m. I will do Danish training, and I think I will also do Danish training Friday next week at 9. So it will only be the yoga part that's in English Fridays. That's where I'm going right now. So okay, just changing the music. Don't want to have our workout music going on as we do yoga. 3 minutes until we go. And we'll be starting standing today on our mats. So don't get too comfortable unless you really need it. Yes. Beautiful. Welcome to each and everyone who is joining in right now for a live workout. Yeah. So if you have blocks or anything like that, you are more than welcome to bring it. I know a lot of people don't have it. That's also why I don't have it here on the video. But I'll make sure to tell you when to use it. So if you have it, you can use it. And if you're like thinking, where is she? I am at Fitness Yoga Club in Copenhagen. They have this wonderful place that's closed at the moment because of the coronavirus, but this is the yoga room, and it's so beautiful in here. So you live in Copenhagen, have a look. It's also a fitness center, so it's a beautiful place. Yes, just grabbing my stuff here. So standing today on your feet will be where we start. And I've actually been looking forward to this session today. right, almost there. Oh, sorry. Hi, Cole. Thank you for giving me notice. I love the fact that you're here. So heartfelt, warm welcome to CrossYoga Flow. I feel an amazing flow for you today with a theme that's really close to my heart. And if you want to just stay standing, you're welcome to do that on your mat. Stand hip width apart with your feet. And if you like just ran in, pushed play, just ready to start, maybe you're like a little bit of not able to stand still, just move, sway a little bit when you close your eyes, whatever. Get comfortable standing on your mat. Close your eyes and breathe. And I'll read a verse from 2 Corinthians chapter 4. Therefore, we don't lose heart. Though outward we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day. For our light and momentary troubles are achieving us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. So fix your eyes on what is seen. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. So therefore we do not lose heart, though outwardly we are wasting away. Yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day. Take a deep inhale and sigh it out. So life can be hard, even though we live maybe in a Western country. We can feel the pressure of everyday activities. Maybe we get impatient, disappointed. And if that is you today, it was me at the moment, really being impatient for different things. Let's just hear God's voice saying, hold on, don't give up. There might be struggles outside. But just have your eyes fixed on the true things, important things. Gather your palms in front of you. And then lift up your hands towards the sky. And take your hands down again, palms still together. And as you reach your hands up again, inhale. And as you move your hands down in front of your chest, exhale. And repeat this a few more times. Inhale, hands up. And exhale, move your hands down. I like this, moving with our hands and our shoulders. And we can actually move it into a cross as well. So if you take your hands up one more time, and then move your hands and stop your hands in front of your face somewhere. And move your hand to your right side, in front of your face again to your left side, and then down in front of your chest. So if it makes sense to you, maybe a surrender movement, making a cross in front of your chest. Close your eyes and just move. And maybe in front of the cross, surrender what you need to surrender today. Emotions, feelings, people, situations. Finish your last round. Bend your knees when you're ready and coming to a gentle forward fold with your knees bent, head pointing towards the ground, and sway from side to side. You can even move your legs a little bit. No right and wrong posture and movement right now. So as we go into a flow session, remember that you are free, that whatever you feel or notice right now, you can leave that in God's hands. And you can still move your body, focusing on what is true and right. And I believe in my life that is Christ and his love for each and every one of us and for this world. Walk your hands now to the front end of your mat. Spread your fingers out. Downward facing dog. Bending your knees. So coming into a little bit of warm up with our sun salutations. If you want to use your Ujjayi breath, welcome to do that. Inhale and exhale through your mouth. And on your exhale, you have that snoring noise going on to make a rhythm. Walk your hands to the front end of your mat. Forward folds, however, bending your knees you have. Mountain pose. And hands down by your side. Sun salutation B. I'll do it slowly the first time. Bend your knees, hips back, chair pose. Coming to a forward fold, straighten out your legs, at least some straightening. Inhale, straight spine. Jump or walk your hands on the ground, feet back. Find your plank, either on knees or toes, lower down. Get your chest on the mat. Lifting your chest tiny bit, at least when we're still warming up. Make sure your shoulders are back. And then toes on the ground, lift up, finding downward facing dog. Hip width apart with your feet. Take your right leg to the top and push your knee underneath yourself to the front end of your mat. Going into warrior warrior one. Foot on the ground, 45-degree ankle to the side. Lift up, hands towards the sky, closing your hip. Trying to get knee and ankle above each other. And then go into your vinyasa. So hands down on the floor, foot back, plank, lower down, elbows by your rib. Lift your chest. Underneath your belly, foot to the front end of your mat. Lowering down the back foot to the side. Gaze to the ground, lift up, warrior one. You feel some tension here in your hip flexors. That's perfectly normal. Again, plank to low plank vinyasa. Flow. Lifting your chest. And down dog. Breathe. Inhale, walk or jump to the front end of your mat. Exhale. Chair pose. Bending your knees as low as you like. And then mountain pose. Hands by your hips. Palms facing to the front. That we have. So do your version of sun salutations. Inhale, plank to low plank. Inhale, lift. Moving it to the front, exhale. Inhale, warrior one. Breathe. And exhale, plank to low plank. Spreading out your fingers. Lifting your chest and down dog. Take a huge breath. Side it out if you like. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank, low plank. Don't need to jump back, but if you like, do that to lower down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, down dog. When ready, inhale, right leg up to the front end of your mat. Exhale. Inhale, warrior one. And again, exhale. Remember to skip poses. Get the lower down. And exhale, plank, low plank. Down dog. Take a breath here in a down dog. Jump or walk, front end of mat. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Chair pose. Inhale. And exhale, mountain. Catch your breath. Close your eyes. Breathe. Just listen before we continue. Message version. So now we're not giving up. How could we? Even though on the outside it often looks like things are falling apart on us. On the inside, where God is making new life, not a day goes by without His unfolding grace. Thank you, God, for that. Don't give up. Take your hands above your head, palms together. Relax your shoulders. Navel in, as we're going to do a balance pose of warrior three. Right leg moves behind you, hands in front of you. You can go for your airplane, hands instead if this is easier. Let your hands again reach the floor. Still right leg lifted, but this time lift it higher. Go to your forward fold with a split, or the best you can do. Just lift right leg up. Nose towards that left knee. Closing your hip again, moving right toe behind you on the mat, bending front knee, lowering down your hip, twisting in this pose. So right hand on the floor, belly in towards your inner thigh, so lift up, left hand towards the sky. I'm going to do a sequence that we will build up posture by posture. Both hands on the ground, one hand on each side of the foot, and scoot yourself back, straightening it out, some version of it at least, both legs, hips in, so you don't move your hip out to your left side. Again, bending front knee, whole of the foot down, knee moving a little bit toward your pinky toe. Turn your back foot, heels aligned, warrior two. Going as wide and as low as you need to today. Hands out. Breathe. Amazing. Reverse your warrior, palms facing up and lean back, still bending front knee. Looking down maybe towards the back foot. And then windmill your hands around, reaching the floor, lifting back heel, finding down dog. And maybe side it out. Don't give up. Taking your vinyasa flow, or stay here if you like. Inhale if you do your vinyasa flow plank. Exhale, lower down. Slowly inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath. Coming to the front end of your mat, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Mountain pose, inhale. Palms together. Scoot your shoulders down. Focus your eyes, your gaze somewhere. Put your weight on your right leg. Move your left leg behind you, slowly finding what kind of balance you have today. Hips closed. Try to go for as straight as you can. Legs. Hands reach the floor in front of you. Lift up your left leg even higher, pointing your toes at this point. Forward fold without you falling on your head. And don't give up. All right, releasing. Letting your left foot reach the back of the floor, heel lifted, lowering down your hip, twisting. Left hand up, and even a little bit back to get a chest stretch. Awesome. Both hands down the ground, one on each side of the front foot. Move it back, straightening out both legs if you can. And forward fold. Warrior two, bending again, front knee, moving the back heel around, the foot around, and lifting up. And your warrior two. Hands out. Shoulders aligned with your hips. Erected spine so you don't lean either forward or backward, at least not yet. And reverse warrior, palms facing up, lean back. Remember to bend your front knee a whole lot as you move your torso back. All right, down dog. Take a rest in child's pose if you like it or need it right now. I'll do your vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Lower down, exhale. Make elbows really touch your ribs. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Down dog. Breathe. Now, during hard times, we are learning a whole lot about ourselves. So what are you learning at the moment? Not about other people, but about yourself. What are you learning at the moment with whatever you're going through? Look to the front end of your hands, jump or walk again. Folding forward. Finding your high mountain palms together. In my life, I think God is trying to teach me, I would say, patience. That's a tough one. Moving again through our poses, adding a little bit more into our poses and going a little bit faster. Again, right leg behind you, warrior three. Taking our time as this is a balance pose. Opening up your hip, right leg lifts higher, forward fold with hip opening pose. Releasing and lowering down, right foot, maybe scooching left leg a little bit forward, twisting, left hand reaches towards the sky, go low on your hip, straightening out the back leg. Both hands down on the ground, take a huge inhale as you move back, and as you go into a forward fold, exhale. One breath here. Warrior two, move to the front end of your mat again, bend your front knee, move the back leg around, and find your warrior two. Reverse the warrior, palms up, and move back. Again, into warrior two, in the sense that we're moving both our hands down to the sole here, or the arch of the foot, and then walk your hands back, straightening out the front leg, bending the back knee, and sitting somewhat down, stretching your inner thigh here. Can go further down, almost sitting on your heel here. My knee can't do that. Again, move to the front end of your mat. Warrior two, feet still going on. And lift. Right hand up. Now you can take your hands on the inside of the foot here and the outer edge of the foot. If you want to go for a binding, just one time that we're here, take that head or that hand above your head behind you, and that hand on the sole of your foot behind the knee, and see if your hands can reach each other, lifting up. Don't have to go all the way, you're binding, just for your breath here if you like. Beautiful. Release, left hand down. Take your right hand up and see if you can move that front leg back, finding your plank. Go on your elbow, go on your knees if you like. Both hands down on the ground, finding down dog. Exhale. Beautiful. Again, option of doing your vinyasa flow. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down. Lifting your chest, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Front end of your mat. Forward fold, exhale. High mountain palms together, inhale. And take a breath. Stand tall, but in a relaxed version of this. Warrior three. Left leg this time. Slowly. Foot back, hands to the front. Hands reach the floor, lift up, left leg higher, forward fold, one huge breath. And then bend your knee, lower down, left toes on the ground, bending front knee. Twisting your right hand up and move it back. Beautiful. Warrior two, moving back foot around, lifting up. Warrior two. Again, look towards your front hand and then reverse it. Move back. Warrior two, at least for a few seconds. Then take your hands, the arch of your foot, and move yourself back, bending the back foot, stretching out, front knee, toes pointing up. Moving back. Still feet in warrior two. Right hand down, left hand up. Now this can be a little bit uncomfortable. If you want to use your block, you can do this, or you can do your binding, that lifted, elevated hand behind you, the hand from the ground underneath your kneecap, and see if your hands can reach each other. Shoulders stacked on each other, if you can. And remember to breathe. Amazing. Again, right hand down, left arm up. Move or push your foot back, finding your plank in a version that is completely up to you. And down dog. So I ask you before, what are you learning right now? If you have things that you know you're learning right now, try just to receive it. You are in a process of being a more lovable person by learning new stuff from God. Take your vinyasa and wrap it up in child's pose. Lifting your chest. Knees down, maybe knees a little bit out to the side. Forehead on the ground, hands behind you. At least that's what I prefer. And relax. And as you're down here to another verse, that's one of my favorites at the moment. The Message version. 2 Corinthians 12. Paul writes, I was giving a gift of a handicap to keep me in constant touch with my limitations. Satan's angels did his best to get me down. What he in fact did was push me to my knees. No danger of walking around high and mighty. At first, I didn't think it was a gift, and I begged God to remove it. 3 times I did that, and then he told me, my grace is enough. That's all you need. My strength comes into its own in your weakness. Once I heard that, I was glad to let it happen. I quit focusing on the handicap and began appreciating the gift. It was a case of Christ's strength moving in my own weakness. Take your hands further towards you or towards the front end of your mat. Spread out your fingers, getting into down dog. Just one last thing here on the mat before we do a bit of stretching and resting. Take your right leg up and move your right leg underneath your belly, coming into your plank. Keep it here, one breath. And then move it back again, lifting it up. One more time underneath your belly. You can arch your back a little bit up, finding maybe your weakness here. Lifting it up. And then one more time underneath, and then move your foot to the front end of your mat yet again. You can choose to go down on your knee, your left knee, or lift up into your crescent lunge or high lunge. Arms up. Take a hold of your left wrist and then move your body to your right side. So you get a side stretch in your lunge pose. And let that go. Take your hands on the inside of your front foot, coming into a deep bend. Again, knee and ankle above each other. And lower down, left knee on the ground. Licet, I think it's called. So move your hips down and forward, feeling a stretch on your hamstrings, on your hip flexors, and even moving further down on your elbows, one or two, if your body allows it. Breathe deeply. So quit focusing on the handicap and begin to appreciate. That is so powerful and so important. Hands on your mat again. Moving yourself back, down dog for the last time today. If you don't want to take your knee underneath your belly, just go for your plank on your elbows, on your knees. Left leg, lifting it up, coming into your plank, hug in your knee underneath your chest, round your back, chin towards your chest, and breathe. And then lift your leg up again, beautiful. One more time, underneath your belly, arch your back. And one more time, lifting it up. And foot to the front end of your mat. Scooching it out to the side. Hands on the, we're gonna have our present lunge. So lift up. Hands towards the sky. Try not to arch your back in the sense of going back, but a straight spine. Hands up. And take a hold of your right hand this time. Pull your right hand to your left side. Maybe feeling something all the way down from your knee. And then release. And now we're ready to take our hands and shoulders on the inside of our foot. Knee down. Push your heel or your knee back a lot so there is space for a deep stretch. Stay here on your hands or go low on your elbows. Relaxing every single muscle fiber in your body as best you can right now. And shifting our focus can also be taught in yoga. So right now I can focus on where it hurts a little bit, where I'm stretching, or I can try to refocus on the gift of breathing. Awesome. We don't move back in down dog, but we do our frog pose. So I would recommend you to fold your mat once or twice at least. If you have a blanket, please use that for your knees. Take your knees out to the side. Hips and knees are aligned. And flex your foot so you have like that frog pose feeling in your legs. And I hope just by staying here, you can feel that on the inner thigh. So of course, welcome to stay just here. But maybe it's more comfortable to come down on your block or just on your elbows, trying to relax your forehead somewhere on your hands. Breathing. And again, practicing for shifting our focus. Three more breaths. Awesome. Oh, the hard part is gathering your legs again from this pose. Ooh. Unfold your mat yet again. Plow pose, deep forward folds. If you know plow pose, just get into it. Don't look to the side. I will let you know when it's time to get out of it. So get into your plow. If you have issues with your back, anything, this is your plow pose today. Bending your knees and move forward like this. This is basically bow pose, plow pose. But in plow pose, if you don't know what to do, just have a look. Look what I'm doing, and then you get into it. Lifting up your hips above your shoulders, knees bended, or maybe you stretch out your knees, see if toes can reach the floor. Relax your shoulders. Maybe you hold your hips. Maybe have your hands down, whatever. Close your eyes and breathe. All right, take a hold of your hip. Don't look to the side. Close your eyes. As you hold your hip, slowly come down with your spine on your mat. Bend your knees and feet on the ground and just stay here. Maybe you windshield your legs from side to side before we get into a resting pose for 4 or 5 minutes. As always, when we finish up, you are so welcome to stay longer on your mat. Maybe you need it. So don't jump up. But when you're done with your resting pose, start with slow movements and fingers and hands and all that, and then gently come back. No rushing. So, resting pose. Stretch out your legs, feet out to the side, and hands down on the ground, palms facing up. Maybe you take a huge inhale, and as you exhale, release. It's almost like your whole body is asleep, but your mind is still present. Stay down there with your eyes closed. Breathing deeply. I'll read the last part of the verse again. My grace is enough. It's all you need. Maybe you need to speak that to yourself right now. Maybe you need to refocus. My strength comes into its own in your weakness. So where do you feel defeated, beaten down? Maybe you've given up. But God has not given up. Your strength is Christ's way of working through you, even though you might not see it. I quit focusing on the handicap and began appreciating the gift. It was a case of Christ's strength moving in my weakness. I take limitations in stride and with good cheer. These limitations that cut me down, abuse, accidents, opposition, bad breaks, I just let Christ take over. So the weaker I get, the stronger I become. And before I turn off the live stream, I hope you will say a prayer with me. Christ, I want to thank you that you use my weaknesses. Help me to trust in you, focus on you, and not things that are of this world and things that are hurting or defeating us. Christ, help us to live holy, pure lives, serving you, the people around us. And I wish you God's peace in body, soul, and mind. Please stay on the mat. But thank you for you and for now.